Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, Emily.
Carly,
We're here.
what's your stack?
Whoa, very aggressive. We have had a lot of pancakes over the last 7 episodes, and I thought bring it back to basics, get a short stack, whipped butter, crispy bacon.
Okay.
I don't want to ask, but what is this?
I've gone for the caterpillar pancake, which is made for children.
Naturally, yep.
It's got a bit of chocolate sauce, a bit of hundreds and thousands, and 2 scoops of ice cream on top of each other.
And some antenna?
Yes, beautiful
Lovely.
detail with the chocolate sauce.
Yes. How has your 7 episodes been? We've spoken to so many people in the industry.
Yep.
I guess what's been your biggest takeaway?
I think the biggest takeaway is how much is going on in tech in Brisbane at the moment.
Yeah.
Like it's just, there's so much going on. And
Kinda
it's
like
a
the
really
bacon
exciting
on my
time.
pancakes.
What's going on? Such an exciting time to be in Brisbane. And I think on top of that, there's so many cool people who are leading teams in Brisbane
Yeah.
that, like, I can't imagine how inspiring it would be to be a dev at the moment in that space.
Absolutely.
What about you? What's your key takeaway?
I think it really came back to problem solving. Like I think every person we spoke to over the last 7 episodes, they've always been talking about just the joy they get from problem solving. And I think it's so easy to feel overwhelmed when it comes to coding of, well, I don't know this language or that language. But if you love technology, you love solving problems, chances are there's a career for you within the space. And I guess it's just a matter of finding what that right career move is for you.
Yeah.
And also most of our guests have had very squiggly careers and kind of pivoted or come from different backgrounds. And I think it's cool to know that you might not have gone straight out of high school into uni, do a software engineering degree, but you can absolutely become the CTO of a very cool company or absolutely kind of pursue whatever you want in that engineering space.
Yeah. To bring us back, and like it's not for me because I know who you are, but more broadly for people who are watching who don't know who you are, tell me, who is Carly?
Carly is someone that loves businesses. I think I've had, much like kind of the guest here, maybe this is why it's resonated with me. I'm still kind of early in my career, but I feel like I've already had such a squiggly career, and the thing that really ties it together is just a love for working to make businesses grow and kind of whatever that looks like. So originally I was in hospitality and it was all centered around kind of that in a very quick and small agile environment, and then moving into marketing agencies and working with businesses there, but also in an internal role kind of helping build the team to grow. And now in recruitment it's kind of working to help grow Hunt & Co and Women in Digital, but I guess what's even more exciting is going into some of these really cool Brisbane tech companies and Australian tech companies, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and I guess what that missing puzzle piece is, and then helping to find that missing puzzle piece and bring that in, which is always a person. So I think Carly as a person is someone that just loves businesses and figuring out what makes things tick.
Yeah. Amazing.
Who is Emily as a person?
A great question. I think for me, I guess my background is probably a bit more straightforward than you. So I've got a HR background, and that's where I have sort of built my career. So started in sort of generalist HR consulting, then moved into a recruitment role where I was filling internal talent, which I loved, and it was a great role and really sort of set me up to continue a career in recruitment. And then I've jumped across the fence into agency recruitment now with Hunt & Co.
Yeah.
Moving into HR. But what I love the most about recruitment and this job in particular is that I think recruitment is such a nice part of the HR life cycle.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with performance management or policies and those sort of things. It is about changing people's lives and making sure that the next role that they go into is something they're going to be really passionate about.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I think agency recruitment is sort of what you're talking about, but it's introducing people to companies they didn't even know existed. One question I've always wanted to ask you and always wanted to hear your sort of perspective on is, why do you think our job is important?
So I think where our value really comes in is that consultancy piece, and I think that's where we really thrive. Like I know some of the placements I've done is just from getting to know my clients or getting to know my candidates and being like, what it sounds like you're actually needing is X. And kind of getting to watch that kind of flourish in the last 18 months, 2 years in those roles is really exciting. But long story short, the consultancy piece.
I totally agree, and I think on top of that, it is also about being the advocate for both the brand and the people that you're working with as far as employees go, and then also people who are looking for jobs. So on that employer side, like I can't tell you how many times we talk to candidates about companies and they've never heard of the company we're working with.
Yeah.
But we're the voice to say, oh no, you actually really want to hear about this because they're doing such cool things, and now's the time to get involved. So
absolutely.
Being able to deliver that message is like so important to me. And on the other side of things, it's being the advocate for, you know, candidates who have some great skills and experience, but maybe they don't have the best resume.
Yeah. And
being able to talk directly to our clients and our contacts about why you should give this a second look, and being that trusted advisor is also, it comes with that consulting piece as well. But what is your favourite part about recruitment?
Great question, Em. I think I have such an interesting relationship with recruitment, and I know that's funny saying that as a recruiter. I remember I just really wanted to work with Holly, and transparently that's why I kind of went into recruitment. But I guess no 5-year-olds like sitting at home being like, when I grow up I really want to be a recruiter. I think it's kind of something you find over time. And I've enjoyed it so much more. I started originally on the marketing recruitment desk and came over to tech, and I freaking love it. But yeah, I think it's just learning new stuff every single day.
Yep.
And getting to kind of see how our role impacts multiple organisations within the industry. And then also I just love running into people 6 months, 12 months down the track, and they're like, oh, I'm loving my job and here's how great it is, and like how that's helped their lives. Like, it sounds so corny, but I think we've all had a shit job or a shit manager, and it really hurts your whole life. Like, you go home and you don't bring your best self home to your partner or your family or whatever. So I think that piece is quite cool.
I totally agree. I think like I genuinely wake up every morning and like go, okay, what's going to happen today? Like, it's so exciting to know, like to not know what's going to happen, and every day is different, and we work really hard, but at the same time we're learning so much and everything's changing, and it's just so exciting to be involved in and be a part of it.
It's time
for the short stack.
For the short stack.
Why is Montserrat your favourite font?
Montserrat, my favourite font. I do love Montserrat. It's not my favourite font, but it is our brand font. So I'm quite specific on Emily only sending me communication using Montserrat, but it's just because I like to be on brand.
I'm going on holidays this weekend. Will you look after my dog?
You don't have a dog?
I don't have a dog.
Finish these. I am Carly, you are.
Emily.
I am Chalk, you are.
Cheese.
I am Ying, you are.
Yang.
I am Andy, you are. Say it.
Hamish.
I am React, you are.
Angular.
Fantastic.
Have you ever been to a Pink concert?
No, but guys, I would really like to go to a Pink concert. It's a pipe dream of mine. Watch this space if she ever comes back. If you could pick any superpower, what would it be?
Probably invisibility.
Why?
Good for eavesdropping. When was the last time you thought about Sean Paul?
Oh my God, all the time. And there's nothing that quite gets me driving along at my work desk like a Sean Paul song.
Yes.
Yes.
Carly has a habit of singing along to Sean Paul and she doesn't realise she's doing it. It's very funny.
You could just feel it in your body, you know? There's a fire at your office. You can only pick up one thing. What is it?
You.
Yes! Your car has a cassette player.
Yep.
We're back in the 90s, and your cassette gets stuck in the car and it plays one song on the loop. If you watch How I Met Your Mother, you get this reference, but that's okay. What song do you want stuck on repeat?
Is the answer 500 miles?
The answer is, but I'm looking for your answer. That was just the inspiration.
I want to say we're going Walking on Sunshine because you'll have a great day no matter what's happening.
Yeah, I respect that. Do you know what mine is?
What's yours?
All Night Long by Lionel Richie, and one night I went all the way to Lennox Head and back just playing that.
Wow.
Just on loop.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know that you did high school drama.
Yes.
Would you like to do some improvisation right now?
Not at all.
Okay.
But before we do wrap up, speaking of that, Greatest Showman, what's your favourite song?
I don't really have one.
Shit. What's your favourite musical?
Once.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.